Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show with your host, Bill Shelton. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Welcome to this edition of the Michigan Golfer. We're at the 37th annual Ryder Cup matches in Valhalla here in Louisville, Kentucky.
And who's your friend, Bill?
Just walked up. I don't have any idea who this guy is, but he looks okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 61st Governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Stephen Beshear.
As Governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, it's my honor to welcome each and every one of you to the 37th Ryder Cup.
Representing Europe, Bernard Hunt. Brian Huggett. John Jacobs. Tony Jacklin. Bernard Gallagher. Sam Torrance. Let's give a nice rousing applause for the past captains of the European side. Gentlemen, if you can line up over here, great. Now representing the United States, Dow Finsterwall. Billy Casper. Nicholas, Lee Trevino, Raymond Floyd, Dave Stockton, Lanny Watkins, Tom Kite, Ben Crenshaw, Curtis Strange, Hal Sutton, and Tom Lehman. This is indeed an amazing collection of past, not only captains, but players as well. Tony, if you could come up here center stage as well. Gentlemen, you created one of those timeless moments, and many of you out there in the audience obviously very familiar with it, about sportsmanship. It seems to show up in every highlight reel through the years. It happened during the 1969 Ryder Cup when Jack conceded Tony's 2-foot putt to have the match. It led to the first ever tie in Ryder Cup history. It's considered one of the greatest acts of sportsmanship in the history of the game. Jack, let's start with you. Tell me about the respect that players have for these matches and the sportsmanship that the Ryder Cup fosters.
Well, then, the matches themselves, amongst the players, is terrific. We had great competition, we had great fun. I remember walking down the 18th hole with Tony that day. We were the last two players on the field, on the golf course. And he looked at me and he says, "How do you feel?" He says, "I'm petrified. How do you feel?" I says, "If it's any consolation, I feel the same." Anyway, we got down to the last hole and we tied the match, tied the hole, we tied the match. And, you know, I think it was great because both teams won. There wasn't a loser, and I think that's what it's all about. These matches are not about having a loser, they're about having winners.